Welcome back to another Rose City Reptiles video. I'm Joey. This is Rose City Reptiles, and today we're going to be dealing with a common issue when you're trying to keep your tegus outside. This is a big problem. It's not all fun and dandy all year round, even in Texas. And so here's the situation. I've got all my tegus outside, you guys know that. All of these houses all have heated hides. The ones behind me do not. The new enclosures, they don't have heated hides. And in Texas, we've been having some great weather. It's been like 90 degrees. Literally, it's been amazing. Tegu's been loving it. But coming up in about 2 days, we've got weather for several days in a row. I'm actually going to show you guys the weather on the screen. Let me pull it up here so I can see it as well, so we can talk about kind of what's going on and where my mind is going. Okay, so today's good. The high is 70, the low is 50. Tomorrow the high is 68, the low is 61. So not terrible, not bad. But then Sunday, and I don't know exactly when you guys will see this. You probably won't see this until Monday. So like this will be done by the time you're seeing it. But Monday the low is 39, and then Sunday the low is 39, Monday 41, Tuesday the low is 37, the high is 57. Wednesday the low is 43. So with that being said, Thursday then it gets nice again. So we've got like all next week where there's nights going down into the 30s. And I know these tegus will, this isn't like a, oh, will they survive type of thing. They're gonna survive. I just don't want to mess up the breeding season at all. I don't want to cool them down too. Maybe it doesn't, but if you guys have been watching the channel a while, you know that I like to worry. I don't like it, but I can't help it. I worry about the tegus, and I like to make sure that they have what they need. And that's what breeding's all about. It's just taking care of the animals, and then they do the rest. Like, I don't have to worry about necessarily like breeding them. I just need to take care of them the best I can. So I had an idea. Maybe it's a dumb one, maybe it's genius and I'm about to become the next president. No, I don't know. It's probably not gonna work, but my idea was to create, because on those days it's cold but the sun's out, so I want to use that to my advantage. I'm gonna show you guys my idea, and you may be like, Joey, what are you thinking? Or you may be like, hey, that's cool. Let's see what happens. So I bought some tarps, big, massive tarps. Let's see. Ugh. This one right here, 24 foot by 40 foot, and then I got a couple 12 by 24 foot. So that should be enough tarpage to cover this entire thing. That's what we're going for. We're gonna cover it up and maybe, just maybe, create some type of like greenhouse effect. I don't know. But as you guys know, I'm doing this a couple days early. I'm not waiting until it's cold. I'm doing it a couple days early. That will give me time to know if this is gonna work or not. If it's not gonna work, I'm gonna box all these tegus back up, every single tegu out here, and we're gonna put it in the shed for a few days until it warms back up, and then move them back out. A lot of work because weather is not cooperating, but that's what this is all about. You gotta just go with the flow, do your best. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna set this camera up, maybe put it on time lapse of me struggling trying to get this thing on here. Should be fun. Not really. I got 2 packs of bungee cords, and I'm just gonna drape this thing over and see what happens. Okay, I got Audrey's help. I've been struggling. I really messed up at the beginning and had it rolled out the wrong way. So that's embarrassing, but it is what it is. So now I guess I'm gonna get up on the roof and have Audrey boost it up there on the front side. So we'll see what happens. All right, one more tarp. Let's do it. Alright, so how's it look? That's our greenhouse. So we've got to get a few more bungee cords or straps. I'm gonna find something and kind of bolt it down a little bit better. But for the most part, it is done. So let's take a look. You guys saw us climbing all over the roof and trying to get this done. That was actually a little bit harder than I thought, but that's just because I messed up on this first tarp and I unrolled it the wrong way, and so I had to take it off. It would have been much easier if I didn't make that mistake and I just set it up there, rolled it out, and undid it like that. So, but yeah, it is complete. It's not pretty, and I'm really gonna miss being able to look in there. I wish I got clear plastic, but as you guys know, with the coronavirus and everything going on, it's hard to find exactly what you need. I was really happy I was able to find this for an affordable price. I wish it was thicker tarp. All they had in this size was the medium duty. Heavy duty would have been better, but yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna get some temperature gauges, and throughout the day I'm gonna check it and see how warm it can get in there and how much of a difference it makes, if it makes a difference at all. And yeah, so we'll just go from there. So I'll be back. I'll probably give it a couple hours. The sun is out, but not really. It's definitely overcast. But like I said, on those cold days, it's supposed to be sunny. So we'll see. I'm just going to get some temperature gauges, get them in there so I can check the temperature from outside. I think if I can find my gauges. If not, we'll just, yeah, it needs bungee down better. So, alrighty, I'm gonna step away from the camera for a bit, bungee it down, and I'll be back in a couple hours and see if this thing is being effective. Okay, see ya. Okay, so it's now been a couple hours and we're back. Tarp is holding up well so far, but I think it's pretty hot in there. I'm gonna get in there. I've got my temp gun and we're going to get in there and see what the temperature is. It's a little, like if you're wondering how I'm gonna get in, it's kind of loose right here. Loose enough for me to get right under there and open up the door. And Liam just found a little toad here. Let me focus on that. Very cool. I told Liam, I was like, oh, that's a cool find. It's like, it'd probably be good to let him go. And Liam asked me, he said, what is a good habitat for the toad? I thought that was funny. I don't think most, you know, he's been raised around this for sure. So he's gonna go find a really good spot for that toad because he wasn't in a good spot. And so yeah, but I'm gonna jump in this enclosure and see what the temperatures are like. Whew. All right, messed up my hair getting in here. Need a haircut. But we're inside and it feels like it is hot in here. So I got the temp gun. Let's start getting some surface temperatures. So that's reading 80. 80 right here. Let's get down So 69 on the ground. That's not bad, but look at up here on the top. Did y'all see that? 122. It is really hot. Like where I'm standing up here, it is hot. Yeah, much cooler down here. So I've got to watch the temp, make sure it doesn't get as hot as it is up there, down here. But yeah, so nice and cool on the ground. So definitely good for them. I'm not worried about it overheating right now, but like I said, I am watching it very closely. And I brought something else with me that I'm going to put in their hide, because that's the important part. So I have one of these temperature sensors. It's wireless, and I have I'll show you my thing outside that shows me what temperature it is wherever this is. So I'm going to open up this hide, put it in there. Here's payload in here. I'm going to drop this in. I'll just put it in the back corner. So now I'll be able to know what temperature it is inside the hide. And I think all the hides will probably be pretty similar. I picked one like right in the middle. So yeah, you can see the view in here. Whew, it is extremely hot when I'm standing. I mean, you guys saw that. Let's check that again. A little cooler because there's shade over here, but right over here in the sun. So yeah, interesting. So I'm really throwing around the idea. Another reason why I wanted to do this is not only for this one cold snap that we're having, but maybe how well would this work in the winter? You know, like let them brumate out here. I would have to do some insulation, but I was thinking if I got some like blankets that they use for like moving blankets, furniture blankets, whatever they're called, I kind of drape the top with it and the sides, and then put the tarp over on top of that. I don't know, it might insulate it. And just thinking about that, throwing around that idea. I'd have to put cutouts on each door, like Velcro, so I can peel it back and go inside and check on them. But you know, if I could keep them out here during the winter, that would be really cool. That would be great. And you know, I could even add heated hides. I don't know, I'm throwing around some ideas. Y'all might see something that you've never seen before, where you know, in an hour I can take these from regular enclosures to greenhouse. I mean, it's kind of the idea. I'm pretty happy with how this is. I'm really curious now, you know, obviously this is heating up. I'm like sweating. This is heating up in here because of the sun. So, and without it being insulated, I don't know how well it's going to stay warm. You know, so like, I am curious about tonight. Tonight's, I think, getting down to 50. I gotta check. But I'm curious if it holds any of that heat, and if it does, how long. So yeah, we're gonna be checking on that and seeing how well this works. But I know if it was insulated, it would hold that heat well, and I mean, it'd be more of a problem of getting too hot. So yeah, I guess we'll see what happens. But it is toasty in here right now. But the Tegus still aren't out, which is interesting to me. You know, so yeah. Alrighty. We're gonna go out now and I guess check back in on them every so often and make sure they're good. I've got a couple of those little wireless, what are they, probes, in some other parts so I can keep up with it, but that one right there. So now let's go out and I'll show you, you know, we can look exactly what temperature is in the hide. Whew, that is quite the difference from in there and out here. It feels nice out here. That was hot, but as you can see, this right here shows me the temperature in the hide. This is outside, so it's 67 right now, 88 in the hide. I think that's dropping because I had that on the roof of this and it said it was 106, so it's gonna go down. It's not 88 in the hide. So I'll give that some time, but this is kind of a good little tool to keep an eye on temperatures without having to actually go in there. So now I can know what temperature it is in that hide. Whew. Okay, so, and like I said, I mean, it's 67 outside right now. It's by no means a cold day today. you know, but I didn't want to, you know, I wanted, like I said earlier, I wanted to test it and see how it works before it gets critically cold. So, you know, we're still a day or two away from it getting really cold at night. So yeah, so now it's saying it's 87, so it's dropping down. I'm thinking it's probably about 75 in that hide or so. But alrighty, this is what we're doing. Let me know what you guys think. Is this crazy? Is it genius? I don't know. I don't know yet, but I am curious to see, you know, is this something that we could modify and do during the winter? I don't know. Have you guys seen anyone do this? I haven't. I don't believe I've ever seen someone try to create like a, I mean, obviously people use greenhouses, but you know, to do it this way, I don't know. But I think it has some potential. Even if we added like a couple heaters in there during the winter, built onto a thermostat, it could really work out well. But alrighty, thank you guys so much for watching another Rose City Reptiles video, where we are constantly trying new things and new ways to care for our animals and do the best we can for them. Yeah, thank you guys for all the support, all the comments and likes on the videos. It helps out a ton, and it keeps me going and making you guys new content for this breeding season. It's gonna be a good one. But I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye.